Hey!
Oh, just seeing if it said live.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a magnificent nipple there, Gary. He's got his t-shirt on. Let us see. Let us see. There you go.
Family.
Cool is that?
Can't sit like that for very long.
No.
Yes.
You have to tilt the camera down a bit. And you've had a haircut.
I have. I had a haircut, yes. And even had a shower.
Nice. Well, you got to have one once a month, haven't you?
What? That often?
Yeah. So now we are actually genuinely live, which
Yeah.
I'll explain in a second. Welcome to Thursday's Fokker Build with me, Gary, that way, and John, who you all know. This is the second to last episode, we think.
Yeah, we think.
Yeah, about second to last episode. And then we'll be moving on to the next build, which they don't know what it is yet.
But do they? Have they worked it out?
There has been plenty of clues over the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, the reason I said gone live for real this time was because John disappeared off to do something. And when he just got to the other side of his mansion, I decided to play the intro music.
Yeah.
And all I could see on the little screen at the bottom, below the main screen, was John comes skidding across the garage into his desk and then plonk himself down on the chair, put his head on as quick as possible, and try to look natural.
And try to pretend I was here the whole time. And then he said, "We're not live." I'm just, oh, bastard!
He said a naughty word.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the sort of silly stuff we get up to behind the snes.
Yeah,
funny.
Yeah, and my Airfix mystery parcels arrived.
Oh, did you want to do that first? Get out of the way. I mean, you've been holding. It's your channel. You decide.
Well, you know, I like to share the credit. There you go. Right, I shall switch to overhead camera mode.
Going to overhead camera mode. Going to overhead camera mode.
Yep. Switch the light on. And it's a rather large parcel. In fact, it's so large, it's not fit on the screen.
Yes.
Hang on. Let's try that. Knife. Let's see what we've got. So I ordered this on very early, like 3 o'clock Monday morning. And it's the $9.99 catalogue and mystery kit bundle from Airfix. So I don't know what it is.
It'd be fun if you ordered it at 3 o'clock in the morning. I wouldn't be surprised if it's coming from the section or something or other.
Okay.
Let's find out.
It's a Hurricane Mark 1. That's what I reckon it is.
I don't hate the Hurricane. It is.
That's my guess for what it's worth.
So you got that. Got that's the information. Invoice.
Oh, push money penny.
And a big, hefty catalogue.
It is a big one with the actress to the bishop.
How cool is that for a picture?
That is.
Where's the jag? Cool. It's a jag. Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah. Straight over the ferret.
Nice.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Yeah, I do think
it's worth getting for all the cover art, isn't it?
Yeah. I think Airfix are really pulling the stops out this year.
Yeah. Do you know, that might actually make a like a collage with a piece of artwork thing from the wall. That'd make pretty cool. Do something pretty cool with that, I think.
Well, I know of modelers who, when they build a kit, take the box and cut the box art.
Yes.
And put that on their walls.
Yeah, I've got some of them for putting on the cupboard.
Yeah, I've got I think two. One of them is the BAC Lightning because it's such a good image.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, I don't have much wall space, so
that's cool. I don't not like the Hurricane. I like the Hurricane.
You don't not like it.
most underrated aircraft of the Battle of Britain.
Yeah,
and overlooked.
I've got a 148th Hurricane, but that's a tropical one, so it'd be nice to have the Battle of Britain one.
Is that the Armour Hobby one by any chance?
I don't bloody know.
I do like cereals. It says Jaxie.
Yeah. It says aircraft flown by Pilot Officer Paul Ritchie of Number 1 Squadron. Oh, the Harrier that I'm doing is Number 1 Squadron as well.
It is.
There you go.
It's like they've been watching the channel. I doubt it.
I believe actually Number 1 F Squadron, Fighter Squadron.
Yes.
There you go. That's that done. But I'm not disappointed with that for $9.99.
No.
Quite happy.
Bargain much cheapness.
Yes. So, gentlemen,
Yeah.
what have you been up to other than causing mayhem for your wives?
How dare you? Well, I've had quite a good week on the. I've been working on the Harrier,
Yes.
the 172nd Harrier for the Harrier group build, and I've got some. I painted the pilot yesterday and got him installed, so he's in there. Been working on that. Been looking after Jake quite a lot, and this morning I painted the underside of my Fokker. And at the moment, I'm just continuing with the decals on the side there. And that's about it. I've also been looking at some 3D printed stuff.
Nice.
Right. Well, I've so I had a couple of hours yesterday. I was online with Mikey, and I was working on my Harrier. So this is the 48 scale Kinetic GR3. So it's all together now. I can't show inside the cockpit because it's all sort of painted up, but it's in primer now. It's ready for grey, green camouflage and everything else. But it's been a delightful build. I've enjoyed all of it except for the horizontal stabs, but they've only broke off. Well, I said elevons the other day. That I was wrong. That they're the stabilators. But
it's funny you say that, John, because I had issues with mine.
Oh.
Because I don't know how Kinetic do theirs, but the Airfix one, there was a bar that goes across, and you just slot them in.
Right.
When I snipped them off the sprue, the bar snapped. And though I could super glue it back together, it was a very, very weak join. So what I've ended up doing is instead of just pushing them in so they could move, I just glued them in there.
Yeah. Well, the way Kinetic do it is not well, but I got them on.
Yeah.
I've done a bit on my Harrier.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yes. You were there.
I know, but show the audience.
Ooh, let's move that.
There's more than one. Let's call it audience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's zoom in. Zoom.
And focus.
There you go. And focus. DIY Superstores. There you go.
Look at that. That's looking quite good, mate. Oh, I like the panel.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
It's nice.
So you should do jets more often, Mikey.
Yeah.
Maybe in 120. I was saying to John yesterday, I wouldn't mind doing a 132nd Tornado.
I've done a 132nd Tornado. It's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be.
Or John has an Eduard 148th Tornado. We could do that later in the year.
Yeah.
I do.
I think in the past 3 days, between you and Skiffins, that's 3 model kits that have been mentioned to me that I need to get.
Yeah, but to be fair, we've got enough bills planned for this show for the next 6 months. So
Yeah.
You don't need to worry about it just yet.
I'm not worried about it. I'm just worried about Marion's reaction to it.
So I'll change my camera. So what I've been the only thing I've done off camera on this build, the Fokker Eduard 48 scale Fokker D.VII, is I've finished the decaling on the top wing. So yeah, all the rib tape are all separate, and then you got there's one around the outer edge, the leading edge, the trailing edge, two on the trailing edge, one top, one bottom. So they're done. And the ailerons are done, top and bottom. So they're ready to go on shortly. So so that's the only thing I've done off camera on this build. Everything else is, it's, if you want to watch it, it's all there. So what I'll do right now, I've got the masks covering the wheels. I'm just going to spray the tires so I can come back and fit them on during the show. So I'll go off. I won't. I'm on the Mac instead of the Chromebook, so it's not portable. I'll go off headset for a couple of minutes to spray these tires. I'll be back in a sec, but I'll leave my camera running. I'll just mute myself.
Okie dokie, buddy. Not a problem. We can live with that. In other news, before I get onto the chat, with the announcement on Tuesday that the budget model won't be able to do any live streams now until May, I got talking to the membership, and we've decided that Tuesdays are now going to be a bill called Birdie's Funnies, based around the idea of Hobart's Funnies. So you'll be able to make whatever you want. It doesn't any specific kit or diorama or anything, but you have to put a humorous element into it, and it has to be unwritten. So you can't just get a tank and write a joke on the side of it in a funny language. So yeah, it's got to be something funny model or diorama. And of course, that means that on Tuesday there will be a new sticker available on the site. You've gone very quiet, Gary.
I am. I was just putting my camera out.
There you go. Gary has some stickers. There you go. Very nicely displayed stickers.
The problem I have with them is I don't know, can't decide where to stick them. No answers, please, required. So don't want to put them on the mat because I don't want to ruin them. I haven't got any wall space. I was thinking about putting them on the side of a spray booth.
Why don't you get a decent sized picture frame and just stick them to the backboard of the picture frame and have them on the wall? It's like a collage.
That's a good idea because I've got one. I've literally got exactly what you've said up on the shelf behind me.
There we go.
There you go. Problem solved.
That was a quick discussion, wasn't it? Right. Let's get on with the chat, modders, because modders is back. Yay! Welcome back, modders. Julian says, "Yay!" First comment. Yes, little things, please, little minds. Tiff says, technically Rich got first. It's just his comment disappeared.
You see, Julian, you can always rely on Tiff to rain on your parade. That's me kicked off straight away.
Brilliant. Do you know what? I do the same thing quite often. I said, I don't know why. I don't know whether it's because I'm saying Steph and Tiff or Sonic and Tiff or what. I don't know. But yeah. Julie says, laugh out loud. I did wonder if mine would too, Tiff. Morning, by the way. Tiff says, morning from me and Sonic. Hello, you and Sonic.
Hello, you and Sonic.
Dieter says, that would make mine 6th, as Tiff's is both 4th and 5th with Sonic included. There we go. Ian's put a thumbs up and a wavy hand. Athol says, Tiff, can you send me the link as Little History has asked me to post it? Ooh. Link to what? Okay. Matthew says, morning all. Good morning, Matthew.
Morning, Matthew.
Julian, morning Hagrid, Ian, Athol, and Matthew. Tiff, sent on Discord, Athol. Ian, hey up, panel. Hey up, Ian. Right,
Hey up,
kid.
my lad. How is he?
Hi. Graham's in. He says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Graham.
Morning, Graham.
Julian, morning, Mikey, Chair Farty Pants, and evening, John. John's spraying, but I'm sure he'd say evening. Athol says,
today.
morning, Mikey, John, and Gary. Those magnificent modelers. I don't know about that. Peter says, nice hurricane. Yeah, it does look a nice kit. We can have a look at the actual kit if you want. Ian says, nice hurricane. What scale? 1/72. Julie says, ooh, very nice. Hurricane Mark 1. All you need now is a Blenheim and a battle for...
Blenheim and a battle. Fairy battle. Oof.
There you go.
Oof. Suits you, sir.
Phil says, morning, everyone. Good morning, Phil.
Good, Phil.
Ian, now we need to know what Darren got with his catalogue. Yes, we do. Jeff's in. He says, good morning, guys. Good morning.
Morning, Jeff.
I was going to say Geff for some reason.
Oh, don't you start. I'm having enough problems myself.
The English language evades us. Julie says, 100% agreed with the Hurricane is overlooked in the Battle of Britain. If I recall, 1F were in France in 1939. Thought, yeah, they would have been.
Yeah.
Ian says, morning, Julian. Well done regarding first comment. That stuck. Lol. Julian, thanks, Ian. Julian, hi, Jeff. Dieter, thanks, John, for that. I will see if my Sea Harrier has a similar issue with the stabilizers. Julian, awesome work on the whole cockpit, Mikey. Thank you, buddy. I'm enjoying it. Timmy says, good day, folks.
Timmy!
Good day, folks. Happy Thursday. You sounded like you were choking whilst having a crap.
Timmy.
Because I spoke over you. All it sounded like you were going, ah.
I don't know what you mean.
Julia says, good day, Tim. TBG's in. He says, hi, everyone. Hello, TBG.
Hello, TBD.
Ian says, morning, Tiff, Hagrid, Athol, Matthew, Phil, Jeff, and Timmy.
And Uncle Tom Cobley and all.
Julian says, hi, TBG. Athol, morning, Julian, Dieter, Ian, and James. TBG, hi, Julian. Duke says, good. Duke says, good day, all you beautiful people.
Duke. Duke.
G'day, Duke.
Duke says, working tonight.
Duke.
So before we move on with the comments, Duke, earlier today I ordered some res kit BL 755 cluster munitions for my Harrier. I only want 2 of the 4, so the other 2, when they arrive, I'll forward to you if you want them.
John,
but
you just missed it. Gary had a slip of the tongue. He called Tiff stiff.
Right.
I expect a knock on the door from the boys in about.
I think all the boys. Just like... Right.
Duke says working tonight. Julian, that reminds me, I've ordered an A3 cutting mat. It'll look a little sad without at least one sticker on it. Well, there's a few on there. I don't know how many's on there now. But there'll be another one going up on Tuesday. Ian says, good day, Duke. Morning, TBG. TBG says, hi, Ian. Julian, crying, laughing, Freudian Gary. Dieter, BBC, I'd love to see that unboxing. Yes. Okay. They want to see the Hurricane kit.
All right.
TBG says, if it wasn't for the Hurricane, we'd all be speaking German. Absolutely. Oh, Dieter says, sorry. So Gary's sticking it to Julian now. Ian Nelson, is that stuck? There you go. Sonic says, laptop now on. Hey, guys.
Morning, Sonic.
Duke says, Thanks, John. That would be awesome.
Oh,
Sonic says stiff and moist. Oh dear, Sonic. Ooh. Some nice decals.
I couldn't possibly comment. Oh, they look nice.
By focus.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
Yeah.
very nice. So can you do me a favour and check something, please? Can you go to the back of the instructions? Oh, no, it's on the back of the box, isn't it? The painting guide's on the back of the box, not the instructions, correct?
It'll be the, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's all right.
What are you looking for?
A JM number on probably the bottom right with a number, meaning that if it's got that, then I believe that
Jonathan Mock
from Interesting Modelling Company does the decals.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I don't know.
In which case, it'd be very well researched. He is, I think, very, very good.
Yeah, they're just decals. I don't know.
There's no such thing as just decals.
I'm not an anorak. I'm just someone who makes models. Mark says, morning all. Good morning, Mark.
Morning, Mark.
Athol says, hi, Sonic and Tiff. Ian says, hi, Sonic. And Dieter says, thanks, Mikey. One more for the list. Okay. I'll leave them out of my side. I wish they'd put the shadow stand in with them. But I understand why.
You want a 1/72 stand, do you, Mikey?
Yeah.
I can print you one.
1/72 undercarriage are going to be a bit fragile.
Because when I did my Hawk, which I can't. There's you can't see.
I can. They can't.
Right. If I change cameras.
Hey, we actually get a pilot with this one.
Yeah, I didn't get a pilot with mine, but I 3D printed the stand.
There you go. Let's show Gary a sec.
I 3D printed the stand.
Yeah.
And I can do them in 1/72, 48, or
that would be awesome, buddy.
And I painted that stand black to go with the Hawk, so it comes out resiny grey, obviously.
Yeah.
So if you want, I'll add it to the list. You know, the long list of all the things I'm supposed to be printing for you.
You should bring out.
One of which is Little Willie.
You should bring out a catalogue for us.
Oh, God, no.
June says, sorry, phone call, had to mute stream. Back now. Okay, buddy.
Oh, well, these things happen.
Sonic says, if we're fourth and fifth in the chat, does that mean we're fifth lords? And may the fourth be with you. Okay. Getting a little silly now, Sonic. Paul's in. He says, hello, everyone.
Hello. Marley. I did like the pictures I saw of your latest work, Mr. Good-Looking Marley.
Yes. May I share it here, Mr. Good-Looking Marley?
Because you can.
He's not
whilst you're waiting for him to answer, we'll go through the. Yes. Whilst we're waiting for him to answer, we shall go through the chat. Dieter, yep, Sonic. Jim, hello and good morning to all the usual suspects in Chatland.
Morning, Jim.
Dieter, BBIAMOT. Okay.
In a minute.
Lunch. There
Be
you go.
back in a minute on toilet.
Oh.
Graham says, finally put a sticker on my mat is the Airfix 3D one, and then they go and change the design. Hopefully my Harrier build and BBC family ones will arrive today. Ooh. You'll have to show us and put it in the Discord. Ian says, good morning. That's a point. If you've got stickers, channel stickers, stuff like that, take a picture of where you've stuck them and show them us. Because people collect them and some put them on the walls, some put them on pictures, some put them on on their cutting mats and things. There you go. John is showing us Paul's Spitfire. Is it?
Of Malta.
Not totally, not totally finished yet, but it's very close to. So it's the one that's been restored, and it's in the Malta Air Museum, from what I understand.
What colour is the crowbar?
Red.
Mal Mayfield, if you're watching, look away now.
Well, because it's been restored, that's how it is in the museum.
Yeah,
so
I know,
he's doing
but
the museum one, not the wall one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh,
also so the decals, for instance, the serial font is incorrect from what they are nowadays, from what they were back in the day. But this, as he said, he modelled the museum aircraft, and I think it's a sterling effort. That
it's a beautiful, beautiful job.
Yeah. Good work, Paul.
he does occasionally model. Yeah.
He's getting quite good at it, isn't he?
Oh, is our Paul?
We like to celebrate people's work on here. There you go. So that's the. Now I can get on with my Fokker. Ian says, "Good morning, Jim." Jim, good morning to our gracious host. Hello, Jim.
Hello, Jim.
Yeah, Jim.
Julian, morning, Sonic. Up, down to your usual standard, I see. TBG, hi, Jim. Black Hat's in. Hi, all. Just cruising through tonight. Ooh,
Hoi, hoi.
You can get arrested for that. Jim says, hello, Ian. Graham says, hello, Jim. Paul says, yep.
Yeah.
Jim says, good morning, Graham, Tiffany, TBG, Athol, and Duke. Spruce says, hello, all in panel. Hello.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and thrice good morning.
All right. Don't get carried away. Sonic says, just wondering, Julian, was Mikey's first plane building live stream his pilot episode? Ha. Jim says, Sonic, don't quit your day job, laddie. Paul says, thanks all. Jim, good day, Paul Marley. Steve, that nose looks a bit long. Does it have the Griffin engine in it, or am I going blind?
It's a Mark 9, so it has a 2-stage supercharger, so it's got a longer nose.
There we go. Well spotted, though, Steve. Sonic says, hey, Jimbo, at least they're clean jokes for now. Please keep it that way.
I don't believe you just said that.
Jim says, good day, Black Hat. Athol, morning, Jim from Chicago. Black Hat, howdy, Jim. TBG, hi, Sprue. Jim, Sonic, aye, lad. Athol, hello, Sprue. Julian, good morning, Jim, Striped Skunk, Altergot. And Sprue, hi, TBG, and Athol. Wonderful. We've all said hello. Right.
Yeah. So Spitfire, the area between the rear of the exhaust and the firewall is longer on the Mark 9 because it's got the carburetor intake is there. You've got the first stage and then the second stage. So it's a longer supercharger before the Merlin body. Bit of history.
There we go. And that was John's History Corner.
Yeah.
Joshy says, morning, Mikey, gents at the bench, folks in the chat. Hello, Joshy.
Good day.
Yes.
G'day.
Black Cat says, nice spit, that, Paul. Well done.
Yeah, bloody gorgeous. I built the same kit, but mine is very different looking. Totally different.
Certainly better than our Hawk Tour Spitfires.
Hawk Tour Spitfire. Oh, the heady days of the Hawk Tour Spitfire.
Yeah, that was fun. But we will be doing another one. Spruce says, hi, Joshy. TVG says, hi, Joshy. Julian says, hi, Sprue, Joshy's Black Hat. Jim says, hello, Julian from Striped Skunk City to join you in God's country, a.k.a. South Wales. No, South Wales is not God's country. It's heathen country. Bandit country. Joshy says, good day. God's country is North Wales, Jim. Spruce says, hi, Julian.
That's
The land of outstanding natural beauty.
I
Yes.
thought it was Shropshire. But
There
there you
ain't
go.
nothing beautiful about South Wales, except from the road out of there. Joshy says TBG Sprue Julian. Athol says buzzing bee. It's our Joshy. And Joshy says I agree, Mikey. Thank you, buddy. Julian says don't let Mikey hear you, Jim. Oops, too late. Read that bit. So, do you recommend starting with the internal or external struts first, John?
Okay. The way I usually do it is, so I do the inner ones, what they call the cabane struts, and I don't fit these ones until later on, because what'll happen is, you can get this all sort of on, and once they're in place, then you can wangle these in without sort of having to break these, just because there's a slight flexing of the wing and the struts themselves. So
Understood.
I wouldn't wait for this to dry per se, but I tend to do the cabane struts before I do the interplane struts.
Understood. Thank you very much. Unless
it's a really sturdy design, like the Epic Bulldog, for instance. I've got something that might help the algorithm.
Oh, go for it.
Algorithm Brewery Pale Ale. Get into it. It's really nice.
You too can become an alcoholic by watching Bearded Veteran Creates.
And you too, Algorithm, can become a sponsor of the channel.
Do you ship to Telford?
Well, they don't have a bar in Telford. Why would they ship
hang
there?
on. If we got sponsored by a beer company, that'd mean we'd have to have drink every episode.
And your problem with that is what?
It'd be 11 o'clock in the morning.
Sun's over the yardarm.
Somewhere
and
in the
quote
world.
The song, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Some of us occasionally have to drive.
Unfortunately, not for any drink-related issue. I no longer have a license.
I love how you feel the need to clarify that it's not drink-related.
Well, we were talking about drink. No.
Yes.
So I had misplaced it, broke off the end of the gun. Fortunately, there's a spare on the PE thing, so I'm just putting the third one of the two guns.
See, now, I avoided that problem.
We're not fitting them?
No. I shall show you if I can zoom it.
There we go.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Focus. There you go.
Oh!
I just wrapped the PE around the barrel that's already on there. Painted the barrel that was already... Painted the plastic barrel, wrapped the PE around it, and after I'd painted the PE.
Oh, of course. Well,
that's come up well. Which is probably a better way of doing it than what the instructions say.
Well, it is, because now I realise that I've lost my muzzles. So,
yeah. I think that works pretty well. It looks pretty cool because it's got a bit of depth to the holes as well, without it looking like they're hollow.
Yeah.
Are they diggy holes?
Are they what? Sorry.
Diggy holes.
Diggy holes.
Well, that's what. I believe you have a gang of miners diggying outside your house.
No, they're all over 18, I assume.
I think I have to put these guns on before I put the wings on.
We don't do child labour in Wales. Might do it in England, but not in Wales.
If there's anybody watching.
Yes, there's 29 people watching, miraculously.
Oh, 29? Come on, one more first time we hit 40. 30 even. Oh, what's the matter with me today?
You were an air traffic controller, weren't you, Gary?
Yes.
Oh, speaking of which, did you see that tragedy?
No, I wasn't working last
Washington.
night. That's awful. I saw a video this morning someone had put on of their flight going into Ronald Reagan.
Right.
They were filming out the window, and there were two Black Hawks underneath them.
Wow.
It was they were so close.
That's
Right.
not a good idea.
I do remember seeing the images of some rounds going into Ronald Reagan, but that was many years ago.
Oh yeah, but it's not been a good week, has it, for the Americans with the F-35 in Alaska and
No.
no.
It's not been a good month for aviation, really, has it?
No, it's been pretty awful.
Yeah. Poor sods.
My thoughts go with all the families and people involved.
Mine would, but I'd forget. All right, okay. So that goes on that piece.
So, Mikey,
Yes.
on your little bottom of page 6, where you wrap the barrel around the muzzle,
Yes.
right there. Right, so it's got C2,
Yes.
which would be the empty casing sort of
Yeah,
chute, ejection
Yes.
chute. Part C2. I can only see one of them. Are there two of them?
there are two because I put them on my guns last week.
But don't forget, they're not going to be the same number.
No, because one's.
Oh God, I didn't see this one down there. Okay, thank you. We all make mistakes on this channel. Oh crap! All right, C2. Again, it's like the start of the show, just carrying on as if nothing happened.
Yes. Well, nobody heard that, John. Nobody knows you asked that question.
Nobody heard that. Nobody watches.
Yeah. Sonic says those struts named after Kurt.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was going to make a Kurt Cobain comment, but I thought better of it. But not our Sonic. He's straight in there.
Yeah, sort of CABANE.
Kurt Cobain died on my birthday. I think it's my 4th birthday.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Paul,
So were you the kid in the pool?
No.
No.
That put a damper on your birthday party, didn't it?
Well, it was my 4th birthday, and that's the one birthday where my family actually recorded my birthday party as well.
Okay.
So, yeah. Whilst that was being recorded, he was his head was vaporizing. Paul says, "Thanks, Black Hat." Joshy says, "Ellen Valley's nice, Jim, and the Brecon Beacons. They're sort of southish, but nothing will beat the view from Snowdon." Exactly. I'd say they're more mid Wales.
I don't quite understand this. I don't quite understand this view from Snowdon. I know of a view of Snowdon.
Well, apparently we're not allowed to call it Snowdon anymore.
Oh, Christ.
We have to call it the Welsh word, which means giant's headstone or something.
Does it?
All
Do
right.
you know what the Welsh word is?
A withfer or something? I can't remember how to pronounce it. I can
Withver
pronounce
something.
it if I read it, but...
Right.
Well, there you go.
If you can hear noise in the background, it's them with the still saw cutting the path up. Well, I'm hoping with the microphone turned towards me and not towards the window, it should cancel it out.
It's fine, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joshy says Telford. Who's in Telford? This one here.
Me. Me.
June
I
says,
am in the mighty home of the scale model world.
June says, "Oi, Mikey, there's plenty that's attractive in South Wales. Okay, you have Snowdonia, but we have the Brecon Beacons. Lowercase Snowdonia."
Lowercase.
Yes, but you also have the Senedd, which just cancels everything out down there. Black Hat says, "No problems, Mikey. I'm enjoying my beer right now." Nice.
I'm enjoying my
Sonic
coffee.
Sonic says, "Nice camo job on the wings." Thank you. We did them decals really well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Black Hat
Not,
says,
not, not one jar of paint was wasted on those decals, that's for sure.
yes. Okay. I hate doing crane strips.
Yeah, they look flimsy. We'll see. I'll see. You already know. I'll find out.
It's not that. They're just confusing.
Pardon me.
What the hell? Is that a piece of PE or
a bit of pee?
PE? It's on.
Oh.
Oh, has it happened again, Mikey?
Yeah.
It make me do sexy in trousers. Remember that from Bo Selector, Gary?
I never watched Bo Selector. That's what's his name, isn't it? Isn't that Keith? What's his name?
Keith Lemon, yeah.
I can't stand him.
Right.
Bo Selector. Things I didn't watch. Bo Selector, Ali G.
You didn't watch Ali G?
No.
Again, I was a teenager then, so.
I think once you've experienced Monty Python, then you have to be very discerning with Carly.
Black Cat says, with the road signs in South Wales, when was there 2 years ago, they have taken all the vowels away. I couldn't read a thing. Gray says, I think Yorkshire would argue about which is God's country. You could, but you'd be wrong. Sonic said, according to our resident minion, I'm now only 32.
You mean stiff? Oh, no, that minion. All right. My mistake. P25.
So, wait, that goes in them ones. What?
I am putting off.
These top wings sit slightly forwards, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, very slightly.
Okay. It's kind of making more sense.
I've got to mark my top wing up now. Not looking forward to that.
So, Joshy says 29, but only 14 likes. Have a word, Julian. Someone's ducked.
Come on, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Tiff says that plane crashed into one of the Black Hawks. There we go.
It will ruin their evening.
I think it's the other way around.
Mm.
Oh, I must have. The Black Hawk was told to pull in behind the passenger jet, and clearly they either.
The last thing I read this morning is the air traffic control had said to the Black Hawk, "Can you see the was it an Embraer?"
Yeah.
There was no answer.
Yeah.
Did it go? What Embraer? Crunch.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there will be
inquiries.
Oh yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt, sir.
But I'd imagine the Potomac River would be very cold this time of year. You know, that would make everything, if anybody got that far, awful. Hopping's awful.
Yeah, I mean, things change rapidly, don't they, in those situations? So I did read first thing this morning, so it could have changed, that they found 4 survivors, but I'm not sure how accurate that is.
Hobby Time says, hey guys. Hello, Hobby Time.
Hey, Hobby Time.
Bloody hell, Gary. That was a bit excited, wasn't
it? No.
Yeah.
Can I show you my excited face?
Oh, face. Yes. I'll tell you what, that tail, the decal you got on that one, Mike, is looking really good.
This is my
I know.
excited.
Oh my god! It sounds like they're knocking bloody.
That is
Sounds like they're
exciting.
causing a small earthquake. Jim says, "Hello, Hobby Time. How are you today?"
Crazy.
Yeah. Hobby Time says, "Fine, thanks, Jim." Ian, the space shuttle disaster was on my birthday in '86.
Oh,
It's time for a.
oh,
Ooh, there we go. Steve says, "I can hear it, but ignoring it and noisy gets." All right, if you can hear it, tell me when the noise stops.
oh. So what? The work outside?
Yeah.
With the still saw?
Well, they're not using a still saw now; they're using a digger.
Oh, okay. Is that because they're still saw from last week?
Ah, that should help. I've turned the gain down on the microphone.
Right.
I now appear to have a trench outside my front garden. Joshy says, you need to go up there when it's not cloudy to get a view. Seriously, Snowden is now an offensive word. Snowden. Just saying. Yeah, Edward Snowden. Athol says, morning, Hobby Time and Steve. Algorithms. Hobby Time says, hey guys, did you sort rocket pods or smart bombs?
I've decided to go. I've spent a couple of days. This is for the Harrier group build. I spent a couple of days going through the through Hannons, and so the choices I made, it was between these two. So these are BL 755 cluster bombs, cluster munitions. So the choice was between those or these ones, the Matra 155 pods. And I decided to go for the cluster munitions because they drop more of these than any other ordnance from Harriers in the Falklands War. So that's what I went for. And I spent, quite a while trying to work out what else I had to get because Hannons don't ship out overseas until you have at least £20 or 40 Australian dollars in the thing before postage. So I thought, well, what else do I need to pad it out a bit? What else will I buy? So I padded it out a bit, just a bit.
Yeah. That's your excuse to Bron, and you're sticking to it.
Well, yeah, I didn't buy much. Just 3 things.
I hate these things. Right, where's that?
2 from MiG-23.
Oh, goody, I've lost it.
Benji.
Okay, now.
With you momentarily. Once I find these feasts. Oh, there's a propeller on the floor. Okay. Interesting.
Wait.
Can't see it anywhere.
Oh, so Benji's a bit excited.
Yeah.
Can't see that anywhere. Well, that's going to be annoying if I've lost that. There it is.
Oh, excuse me.
Julian says Snowden in Welsh is a wither. Wow.
Wither.
Wither.
So now they need to decide whether or not they're going to climb the bastard. God, I'm dad jokes. I'm here all day.
Yeah, a wither. It is what they call Snowden in Welsh, but the actual translation for Awithva means tomb.
Oh, there you go.
Look it up. Hobby Time says, "Hey, Ethel." Joshy says, "So, if I was to say, have you heard of the local modelling group in Horsehay, next to the tippy on the lake, would that ring any bells? I'm also in Telford. Can't say exactly where on here, though."
Joshy, I could tell you that I am aware of the modelling group in Horsehay. I don't go because, unfortunately, I can't do evenings because of a condition I have that saps my energy. By the evening time, I can't do anything. But
He wax too much.
But I am involved in a couple of veterans modelling groups in the Telford area that meet in the afternoons.
I thought I'd just put that in there.
Yeah, I know you would make some comment about that.
Couldn't resist.
I'm not that far from Horsey myself, Joshy.
So in Telford, there's Horsehay. I should go back.
Yeah, problem is they're all underage there, John.
Moving on.
Yeah. Jim says, so rumor has it that France wants to rename it. What? Rumor has it that France wants to rename it the French Channel. Any truth in that? Not that we've heard.
Well, they don't call it the English Channel.
No.
They call it the sleeve. What's Welsh for the sleeve? Oh, Welsh. Sorry, what's French for the sleeve? The I can't remember now. I can't remember the French word for the channel.
It doesn't really matter because it's the English Channel.
Yes.
Hey Siri, what's the French word for the English Channel?
In French, the English Channel is La Manche.
Le Manche, the sleeve. There you go.
Athol says, Snowdon may be, but we in Scotland have Ben Nevis. Now that is a mountain.
If the French would like to discuss the naming of the English Channel, we're quite happy to meet them at Agincourt again.
Quite. I did see there's a
side.
Oh, now I need to quickly look something up.
Sonic says, I thought they were painted and not decals. I retract the compliment. Very good.
Understood.
Julian says, no comment regarding the Senate. That's parrot fleas. Yes. He means politics. Joshy says, avid Marion. There we go. Josh says, Keith Lemon was his alter ego from the program A Bear's Tale. There we go. Junk is in. He says, morning all. Hello, Junk.
Morning, Junk works.
Sonic says, my tails popped out. That bear was hilarious. Yes. Ian says, Keith Lemon is a character. His real name is Lee Francis, I believe. It is. Steve says, Keith Lemon, not even remotely amusing, just annoying.
Yeah.
To be honest, I find most comedians annoying and boring. I like Dave Chappelle and things like that. Not that I find him particularly funny, it's just I find him interesting. Joshy says, yes, Sonic. Thumbs up, laughing face. Oh, we've got 30 people watching. Dale Mac 3D. Hello. He says, morning all. Welcome to the channel, Dale. Julian, Jim, the French call it La Manche. Same as Argentina refers to La Malvinas.
Yes, and look how that worked out for them. Just saying. France, are you watching?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. No. Joshy says, yeah, and that's him. He was discovered by Davina McCall.
I've got something I'd like Davina McCall to discover.
What
Moving
you
on.
need? A microscope.
And we'll move on from that comment.
Oh,
Before we
in
get
my head in.
sued.
In my head in. I can't think.
That's what she said.
Before we get sued by someone who's just had major surgery for brain tumors.
Yeah, and
Ba-dum-bum.
So you never know. Jim says, thank you, Julian.
Dum, dum.
Sonic, I love the one with the guy from Busted. The more he got insulted, the more he just laughed. Funniest thing ever. Funniest one ever. Joshy says, I will agree, Athol. Ben Nevis and Scotland does, in my view, beat Wales for beauty. And Ben Nevis is an incredible mountain to climb. Yeah, but the other problem with Scotland is it's full of Scots.
oh, and let me just put out there an apology to all of our Scottish viewers. That was said in jest. We love you all deeply.
And I'll put an apology for everyone on the rest of the planet because we'll get to you shortly.
Except for
Don't worry. We don't discriminate. We will insult you all. Yeah. I went to Scotland when I was a teenager with cadets because we went to RF Lossiemouth and Kinloss
Oh, yes.
to do flying and stuff like that.
Well, it wasn't swimming.
Well, actually, we did do swimming there. It was an RF
in
base.
a pool.
Yeah. And then we went to Gretna Green for my sister's wedding a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay.
And I decided to go into the local town to go and get some stuff from the shop. And I decided then that I wasn't going back into the town after that because I couldn't understand a word they were bloody saying.
Oh, God.
Somebody actually had to translate when the shopkeeper said, "Do you want a bag for that?" Because it just sounded like he was having a drunken rant. I couldn't understand a word of it. And it sounds really bad, but hey, it is what it is. Joshy says, Sonic, what about that one with Jennifer Ellison? Now then.
Jennifer Ellison, a name you don't hear anymore.
That can't be right. Oh, stop falling over. Sonic says, don't think I've seen that one, Joshy. Need to look it up now. Be careful, Sonic. Tiff might not be happy. Joshy says it's hilarious, Sonic. Okay. So
Right, I'm getting myself all in a knot here with these stripes.
I've got a fan on the outside of the room, so you can occasionally hear, I think, wind noise in my mic. I do apologise. I moved the fan, but it's just starting to get a bit warm.
that's fine, buddy. We'll let you off. We don't want you keeling over. Jim says, I think I went to school with Ben Nevis. Haha.
Yeah, well, I think so it's the thing about, like, so Australia's tallest peak is Mount Kosciuszko, named after
Russian chess grandmaster?
no, it's a Polish explorer that never came to Australia. So it's sort of weird. Now, what's odd about that is
He'd never been to Australia.
no, there's that. But there's people all around Australia that, there's certainly the people want to rename places in Australia their traditional Aboriginal name, except for that one. Now, nobody can spell Kosciuszko, and it has no relation or history in Australia or whatever. Now, I've also been told that by Paul, in fact, that Aboriginal people never climbed mountains. There's no point because there's no food up there, so it's pointless. So they're not sacred places because It was just like, why bother climbing it? But surely if they want to rename something, they can come up with a name for that. And
Probably.
just give it a go. And everybody would say, yeah, we support that, because they renamed Ayers Rock Uluru, of course, because it always was Uluru. But come up with a name for Kosciuszko, and I think most of us would go, well, that'll do.
I don't know.
I think I'm going to do these stripes my own way, and there might end up being more than 13.
These Cobain struts are freaking weird. All right.
Are they the same width as...
Tiff says, can I hear it?
Oh, good.
Julian says, morning, Steve. Agreed regarding the Keith Lemon character. Paddy McGuinness gets on my nerves, but I saw him on Who Do You Think You Are? And he was very respectful and emotional regarding his granddad's medal.
Brilliant show, that. Love it.
I've met Paddy McGuinness. Kind of. We were in.
Pat McGroin.
You mean you walk past him in the supermarket, don't you?
No, kind of. But I was with my friend in the Trafford Centre, and he was walking past us with his girlfriend, and my friend went, "All right, Paddy, love," and she was a blonde girl with quite well endowed and everything, and he looked at her, smiled, and went, "All right, darling, how are you?" I said, "Oh, thanks. All right, thanks." And he as he went to walk off, his girlfriend slapped him.
Who is he? Is it a footy player or something?
No,
he's a comedian.
Oh, okay.
His missus was not happy that he'd just been pretty much flirting with a 18-year-old blonde woman that was quite well endowed.
Oh dear, I don't know what to do.
Steve says stopped now. There you go.
All right, these guns are. Oh my god, is that an hour already? I haven't started putting
Bloody hell!
haven't put the wing on yet.
Aussie Ian's in. He says, good evening and morning and afternoon to all, wherever you are.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Ian.
Julian, we're all supposed to call Wales Cymru. Isn't there a point behind which promoting the language just annoys people? Yes. Especially when a lot of people in Wales, or most people in Wales, don't speak Welsh.
Well, the thing is, I mean, here it's different because there are close to 2,000 Aboriginal tribes, and a lot of them had their own language. So there is no Aboriginal word for this or whatever because none of them spoke to each other because most of them never met each other. So the whole thing's sort of like, okay. They started calling themselves Koori about 20 years ago, and then another tribe said, well, we're not Koori. And so that went away really quickly. So now they just call themselves First Nations, which is even worse because they were never a nation.
Yeah.
But whatever. Moving on.
Swiftly.
Ian says, hi, Aussie Ian. Almost afternoon here in the UK. Yeah. Jim, hello, Benji.
Yes, see, Benji is alive and well. And
Gary says, morning troops, dropped in while working on another Revel video. Hello, Gary.
Hi, Gary.
Oh, Gary. He's
Hi,
working.
mate.
Yeah.
How are you, buddy?
Gary, are you doing tomorrow or are you still busy? Not you, Gary, other Gary.
I know you.
Waitrose, yes.
Gary's always.
Julian says, morning, Benji. Jung says, careful, Mikey. There'll be an infantry section in that trench at any minute. Yeah.
To be.
Athol says, Benji, morning bark at the postie.
No, morning bark at anything that goes past.
Sonic says, hey, Gary. Tiff says, hello, Gary. Athol, morning, Scott. Julian, morning, Gary. Great interview with Luke. Josh,
you know what? I have to admit, live on air, I have not seen that interview yet.
Yeah.
All right. I'll put my guns on later. So I had lost my muzzles. I just made new ones out of little plastic sleeve stuff. So what I'll do, I'll prime these guns, paint them off camera next week or whatever during the week. I'm going to put the wing on now because I want to progress this.
Well, I'm putting the wing on. Well, when I put the struts on, I will be. Joshy says, back shortly. Have to make a video call. Okay, buddy.
C9.
I need me tweezers. Move that out of the way. Ian says, hi, Commander Gary. No, that's wrong tweezers. Julian says, hi, Junk. Good morning, by the way. Jim says, Gary stuff. Good morning to you, Mr. Evans. North Wing looks splendid.
It does.
Yes. And there was a rather nice photo of Gary the other day with his family, I believe, at the birthday celebration. It was a lovely photo.
Yeah. He scrubs up all right, doesn't he?
Yeah.
26. What's that one?
Sonic says, oh, bless Benji, trying to help Mikey by covering up the noisy workman. Cheers. Gary says Le Manche is the French call for the English. Oh my God, we are so far behind. Gary says the Royal Navy was renamed HMS Agincourt as HMS Achilles.
Absolutely terrible.
Yes. Paul says a Wither means reads to me as why the F you? Totally agree. Pointless exercise. Julian says, laughing my ass off regarding Agincourt. Well said. Joshy says, does that mean he's a jack of all trades, Mikey? Ah, okay. I'm sorry to hear about that, bud. It's a shame that it's so late in the evening. If you can't do the evenings, the pub's open at midnight. There we go.
That's it, yeah.
Hobby time. Well, Gary doesn't even need to go to the pub. He has one in his garden.
I have a bar in my garden. I have a beer dispensing machine in the kitchen. This is not that has got a problem or anything, no.
Hobby Time says, hi, Gary. You fancy building some Thunderbirds then?
I take it you mean Waitrose, Gary. But on a separate note, I would love to. In fact, I've got a 3D print of Thunderbird 2 I want to build.
Ooh, that'd look cool.
As well as my Space 1999 Eagle.
I want to do Thunderbirds at some point. Let's do a Thunderbirds build at some point.
It's so expensive to buy. Mind you, I think you can get them in Hobbycraft at about 30 quid. I think.
Yes, you can.
Don't quote me on that.
You can, as long as you don't get the one that's got the clear plastic on it. Tiff says, oh, she's posted the Discord link. Excellent. Julian, I'm also one who never watched Ali G as well. Chair Farty Pants.
You know, I've not watched anything that Sacha Baron Cohen or whatever his name is.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah, it done. I didn't watch Ali G. I didn't like what's his
Borat.
name? Yeah, number one.
Have you ever watched Dictator?
No.
That is actually really funny.
That humour does not appeal to me at all.
It's funny.
You know, he was going to play Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody.
That wouldn't surprise me. I think he would have actually suited, but I do think the other guy did it really well.
Brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
Malik or whatever his name is.
Rafi Malik or I don't know.
Yeah. Sonic says, you racist sod. It's not racist. It's xenophobic. Racist to do with race. Xenophobia is to do with country of origin, where people of a certain country.
And you can't be racist if you were born in that country, and it's your language.
Yes.
You know?
Ian says, King Loss, King Great. King Loss was actually a lovely town, I think. So was Lossiemouth.
Then what happened?
I went to Kinloss in 1970 something as an air cadet for a week.
1900 and frozen stiff.
Yeah, it was a good camp, that was.
Yeah. They had the Tonkers there when I was there.
What? Kinloss?
No, Lossiemouth.
Oh, Lossiemouth. Yeah.
Kinloss had Nimrods.
Yeah, but at one point, Kinloss had tornadoes when Lucas was having their runway done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Nimrods at Kinloss and Buccaneers and Tonkers at Lossie.
Yeah. Or they had Tonkers at Lossie, and then we went up to Kinloss for the day where they had the Nimrods because we were going flying in the Grob Tutors.
Yeah.
Which is so cool, flying through the mountains.
Well, when I was at Kinloss, went for the cadet camp at Kinloss, they had Shackletons at Lossiemouth.
Yeah. I thought you meant Shackleton as in the actual person then.
God. 55,000 nuts and bolts flying in close formation.
Ooh, we've got 32 people watching. Ooh, don't forget to like.
How many likes?
I don't know. Athol says, no need to apologise for the Welsh as the North refuse to speak Welsh to anyone by themselves, whereas the South is multilingual.
Wow.
The South don't speak properly.
I'm really, 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 really dragging my arse over these stripes.
Get on with it.
Yeah, I know.
We did work out that it was 10 mil wide anyway. And you have 10 mil tape.
Did we?
Well,
I must
measure the wingspan and divide it by the number of stripes.
Yes.
And I think it came out at 10 mil.
It was 13 stripes, and it's 18.7 centimeters.
18.7 divided by 13. 1.43 centimeters. So 14 mil, basically.
Okay.
14.5 mil.
Seems very wide.
Ooh. Julian says, PMSL, John, agreed. This is an equal opportunity live stream. We'll insult everyone eventually. Just wait your turn. Absolutely.
Wait patiently.
Good work says, watch it, Taffy. Athol says, Snowdon means a 2-hour walk up gradient, whereas Ben Nevis is a slog. Jim, sorry, all got my rumours crossed. French channel apparently refers to YouTube channel based in France. Renaming a YouTube channel. It's a little bit different there, Jim.
And that's how international incidents start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So each of these.
So that needs to come down a little bit more. Okay. Julian says, who's hitting their microphone? Oh, it's John's fault. Sound like an intermittent hurricane and not a Mark 1.
That can't be right. That cannot be right.
Well, have you lost the ability to measure accurately?
Well, 14 mil. Each one of those is a mil.
No, not 13 mil. 14.5 mil.
You said 14 mil.
Yeah, 14.35. So 14.5 nearest, damn it.
Well, I can't do half mil. So
or 14 mil.
Yeah.
You'll just have to do one that's like.
2.
Martin says, "How do, Martin." Oh, Tiff has been taking Glaswegian classes to understand their lingo. Jim says, Snowdon provides yet another good reason to visit Wales. Ride my bicycle to the top and take in the view. You could not ride your bicycle just up Snowdon. You could get a train up there.
That don't seem right.
Is that a Festiniog railway?
Blanyu Festiniog.
Blanai Fistiniog.
Swallowing
No, that would
Falls.
be in Blanai Fistiniog. It's the Snowdon Mountain Railway.
Right.
It's a little steam train that goes up to the top.
No.
Or a little
Good
train.
place
I
for
don't
it,
know
then.
if it's diesel now, but- Yeah, you certainly couldn't ride. I mean, I suppose you could push it up. You'd be knackered by the time you got to the top line. Sonic says, impressed how Tiff can understand me, to be honest. Yeah. Tim A says, can't change that to that. Pale ale, 2 cozzies, rolls off the tongue too well. Ooh.
Phone for the deaf.
4 years as friends. Oh, 4 years as friends can do that, Sonic. Yeah. Athol says, Fitcher sang Sonic, put your teeth back in. Sonic, I only took 4 years. And it doesn't seem a day too long.
Well, I think
Sonic says, sorry?
it's all right. When I did 14 mil,
Yes.
it was too wide, miles too wide.
So that doesn't make sense. Why would it be too wide?
I don't know.
Because if you did 13 strips of it, you'd have a little bit left over.
Mm.
You'd have 6.5 mil left over
Mm.
because you missed 0.5 mil.
Mm. So,
Whilst you work that out, Sonic, my dentist can keep my rotten wallies. Julian, my brother chatted to Liam Gallagher in a pub once. My brother said, my specialist topic, it really isn't football. Guy says, I have no workshop at the moment. I can drop by for a chat, but not able to construct anything. It's getting very distressing.
Gary,
You are more than welcome.
you can still pop by for therapy, mate.
Yeah. We'd love to have you with us, even if it's just chatting. We are honoured by your presence. Julian says, I think Benji's strategy is to bark at anything that moves. If it's not moving, prod it. Then when it moves, bark at it.
Yeah.
Tiff, I can imagine, Gary, it's been a hell not being at my bench for the last few days.
Did someone mention your name, did they?
Marty says, first day not in hospital for the last 5 days after various cock-ups and medication and an infected finger stump and leg stump. Oh, dude.
Oh, bloody hell, Martin.
You don't do things by halves, do you, mate?
No,
Tiff has
He
put
got his fingers by heart.
And apologies to Martin.
and the rest of the disabled world, amputee world. Tiff has posted up the link to the merch store. Thank you very much, Tiff. If you haven't already, do go and check it out. Dieter says, back. Hello.
And I'll
Hello.
get Tiff to put up an apology if you've been affected by anything that's been discussed in this live stream.
Yes. Please contact the complaints department at
GaryStuff.com.
Dieter says, and I want to scream, no, Ali G, Sacha Baron Cohen, no. Julian reminds me of a gag. I guess, really?
A ball gag?
Oh no! Why did my mind go there? A guy walks into a bar and got a can't stop. Oh, come on!
Broken Mikey.
Yeah. A guy walked into a bar and got a concussion. It was an iron bar. Watch tumbleweed roll past. Taxi.
Yeah. Horse
Oh,
walks into a bar and the barman says, why the long face?
Yeah. Tiff says there's a box of Thunderbird 3 and 4 in Hobbycraft for 30 quid. Ooh.
2 and 4, that's better because the best Thunderbird was Thunderbird 2.
I do
yeah.
want Thunderbird 2 at some point.
That's why the C-17 looks the way it does, because it's
Yeah.
a perfect solution.
Yeah.
Dieter, Rami Malek was the perfect Freddy to the point where he even managed to sing quite much. Yes, that is a good point. He was that good and he practiced that much that he was actually able to pretty much sing like him as well.
Yeah, like I think the whole world agreed that it was a perfect.
Am I right in thinking that Freddie's mum was still alive at the time and she actually approved of him?
Yes. And a big hello to Mrs. Bulsara and family.
Yes.
Mm.
We'll be getting to the Zoroastrians shortly.
Yes. We get
nothing but respect for Freddie and his family.
Absolutely, absolutely, fantastic entertainer. Taken too early.
Yes.
Interesting. The bloke that played Brian May in Bohemian Rhapsody is the same bloke that plays Bill Sterling in Rogue Heroes.
Ah.
Okay. Okay.
And we've lost John.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about. So yeah, that's fine.
Sonic says Thunderbirds build blue pizza style, plastic cups and sticky back plastic.
And a pair of Al's old knickers.
And for all those affected, please contact
Gary stuff.
Martin says, yeah, Tracy Island.
Oh God, I remember the craze they did with that.
Oh, baby. Bad lad. Hobby time. I have Thunderbird 2 in its launch bay and Thunderbird 1 in its launch bay, a 6-inch Thunderbird 1 and a Thunderbird 4 up for grabs. Ooh. Thunderbird 1's cool. I used to have a metal one of them.
That's right. That's that. Sorry, I'm reading Athol's comment and I shouldn't read ahead. Apologise. But
all right.
It was 43 Squadron were there when I was there.
Uh-huh.
Nimrod's replaced the Shacks and like Lucas was being revamped. 43 Squadron Fighting Cox visited Kinloss and stayed 3 months. There we go. Jim, be seeing you all tomorrow. World War II TV is live right now. Take care, everyone.
Cheers, Jim.
Yeah, cheers, Jim.
Sonic says, cheers, Jim. Gary, 226 OCU was at Lossy when I went there and flew in a Jaguar T2. Just saying. Athol says, nostalgia, Jim. Modeling Man 99, golden tip. Your viewers are not stupid. If we see something we like, we will click like. Stop begging people to click like and sub. It's freaking like, well, don't fucking watch then. Piss off. My channel, I'll say what I want, and so will my mates. End of rant. Julian, a friend used to fly Nimrods out of Kinloss. The guys in the back weren't happy when they were carrying torpedoes, and he put the aircraft in a gentle 2G bank. The air was blue, apparently. Sonic says it helps with the algorithm, don't you know? It does.
It's actually not that much of a problem, though, is it?
Jim, nothing to do, Mikey, but to travel to Snowdon with my bicycle and find out for myself. Yeah, go for it, dude. Julian, I've been on Blanas Festinyog. Not that I remember. I was a baby at the time. Drunk Works. Would you believe the Orkney accent gets confused for Welsh? Sonic, try doing that up Ben Nevis, Jim. Jim, as I tell beginner cyclists, the first 1,000 miles are tough. Get easier after that. There you go. Julian, the 2G bank.
1,000 miles that are uphill.
The 2G bank, by the way, was on purpose. He knew when they were moving torpedoes. Julian, afternoon, Martin. Sonic, I miss my bike, to be honest. Peter, the participants are not responsible for what happens in the chat or how they respond to it. Ye be warned. Martin, I've been staring at my bench for the last 7 days. My dressing has been reduced this morning, so I can finally put the tracks on my Tamir Panzercam 5-1. Nice.
Cool.
Dieter, I visited Freddie's statue in Switzerland last year. Said a big thank you to him and his family.
Ah, well done.
Norwegian Airlines have got a couple of aircraft with Freddie Mercury on the tail.
Oh, beautiful plumage.
Sonic says Scottish, English, and Welsh went into a bar. It was me, Tiff, and Mikey in Telford. Funnily enough, that's true. Gary says I'm getting a lot of strange emails, by the way.
Oh, sorry, Gary.
George says hello all.
Hello, George.
Sonic says sorry, Gary. I will stop. George says please like and subscribe. Laugh my ass off. Just putting it out there. Julian says, regarding people alive when filmed, Stephen Hawking's wife was apparently so impressed by the portrayal of herself, she actually forgot it was a film and thought it was a documentary.
Oh.
Sonic, like and subscribe. Damn it, beat me to it. Martin, when I was 10, 53 years ago, I have a full Thunderbirds outfit. Scott Tracy, Thunderbirds 1, with the hat, sash, and water pistol gun. Probably worth a fortune now. Yeah.
That sounds FAB.
George says, nice, Martin. Wishing you a speedy recover.
Okay.
Dieter, why Welsh get confused, then Wales Beach in Orkney? Yes. Sonic, don't need to be a filthy sod to be funny, but it helps. Athol, try going for a jolly in a Shackleton lasting 16 hours with refueling stop at Reykjavik, listening to every nut and bolt rattling.
No, I'm sorry. 9-hour tapestry flight over the North Sea in a Nimrod was bad enough.
George says Wales wash up all over the place, hence why Orkney and most of the world is Wales. It's nice to catch up with this chat finally.
Oh, you've done it.
Yeah, I even got to have a little angry rant.
It's amazing when I shut up.
Told you yesterday, John, we love your lessons. And I think you should do them more for your channel.
1, 2. I'm trying to make sure. I think I've lost a strut. I labelled them all, but number 9 isn't on its clip, and
No.
I can't see it. 25.
Sonic says Welsh. George says blub blub blub.
3, 4.
Dieter, I'm still looking for the Mercury decals from Norwegian Airlines aircraft.
I got them for a 144 737. I got them off Hannants because my eldest granddaughter was big into Freddie Mercury at the time, so I did her a model of the Norwegian 737 with Freddie on the back.
Yeah.
I don't think we've still got.
Dieter says either wrong scale or wrong plane, not available yet or anymore. There you go. Julian, allegedly Jerry Anderson was asked in an interview what FAB stood for, and he replied F all, basically.
Yeah.
DJ says we'll have a look in Wonderland models next time we're there, Hagrid. Athol, there is an answer to that, John, but we are gentlemen here, so keep it zipped. George, FAB Julian. Dieter, I am an avid Queen fan, and most here know it. Yes, we do.
I think they are a very talented group of musicians who should be remembered like the Beatles are.
Well, here's the thing. So in secondary school, this is like, early 80s. My brothers, including the better-looking Marley, my best friend, all of us were big into Queen, but nobody else was. This is just before The Works came out, so it was after Hot Space, which wasn't a big seller. And I remember Queen, bloody fantastic. And somebody else in the class said, what do you like Queen? They're gay and all that sort of stuff, as it was, early 80s. He said, why do you like Queen so much? And I remember saying, because I reckon at the turn of the century, when they write the big book on 20th century rock and roll, it'll be a picture of Freddie Mercury on the cover. Oh, don't be ridiculous. Anyway, so in the year 2000, it happened. So I'm thrilled for that the rest of the world has finally realised how amazing they were, like each of them individually and together. They're just brilliant musicians. Absolutely fantastic.
I agree. I think my first encounter with Queen was listening to a cassette, or I think it was Night of the Opera.
Oh, a stunning album, that, isn't it?
Mm. And every track on that album, from the minute I heard it, I thought was out of this world.
Yeah. I like opera music anyway. I've always wanted to go and watch an opera, but it's not the sort of thing Kay's into. So.
Oh, you've not seen one?
There's loads on YouTube you can watch.
Uh-huh.
But I'd love to go and watch one in real life.
Yep. Oh, my first one was Carmen. When I was, I don't know, teenager, I guess.
When I was in the county string orchestra, when I was a teenager in school, we used to play Carmen and Toreador and things like that.
I have to be honest.
Palladio was my favourite.
It's not up my strasser at all.
I love Palladio.
To each their own.
Gary?
Yes.
The easiest way to make those stripes are accurate would be to cut all the strips and put them next to each other and then remove every other one.
Yeah. Good tip.
Just a thought.
You have a good point, sir. Well put.
Save trying to measure them out each time and get them straight. Dieter says, thanks, Sonic. Sorry, I was just watching your screen. I thought, why is he doing it that way?
Because he's an idiot.
You know what? I'll put that on later.
Tiff says, no worries, Dieter. Duke, I'm just a poor man, not starting a song, just saying. Jim, Sonic, one mountain at a time. I'll ride Ben Nevis on my 70th. Wow. Junkwork says, well, we do have a few resident killer whale pods around Orkney. Yeah. Hagrid, Julian says, Hagrid tried joydecals.com. There you go. Gary says, I met Brian May a couple of times and he was a really nice chap. Chatted about 3D photography a lot. Yeah.
Wonderful.
He loves photography, doesn't he, Brian May?
He's an astrologer, isn't he?
Yes.
Astronomer.
Not an astronomer.
Astrologer.
No, he's astrology. He's not into the zodiac per se. Very smart. Oh, we're all very smart men. Or were.
Oh yeah. John Deacon is a dentist, wasn't he?
No, I think he was an electrician. He was electronics. I think he. Yeah, maybe there's something about dentistry. I can't remember.
One point. Oh God, old age is catching up on me. The guy, the drummer,
Roger Taylor.
Roger Taylor was Tina Turner's manager.
Yeah. Sonic says Pet Shop Boys were, and they did some songs. So what if you're gay? Okay. Dieter says you don't need to be a Queen fan to know at least 2 songs of them. Exactly. George, yeah, no one else could have gone on that cover. Yeah. Dieter, we will rock you and we are the champions. Yep. Sonic says, I love their version of Always on My Mind.
Oh, I don't think I've heard that one. Oh, Pet Shop Boys. Okay, yes.
I was going to say, I don't remember Queen doing Always on My Mind.
Yeah, George says, forgot the guy's name, but the drummer is an astrophysicist. I think that's Brian May that's an astrophysicist, isn't it?
Yeah.
Queen was a side hobby project for him.
I think it was Roger that was a dentist. John Deacon, I think, was electronics. And
let's have a look. Let's Google it. That's the easiest way. Yeah, Roger decided to study dentistry. Yeah, and he's got a BSc in biology.
There you go. And he still couldn't do anything for Freddie's teeth. That's the only reason he joined the band.
I got CSE in commerce. On, off.
I got a CFG in motor vehicle maintenance. COG. No, CAG. Yeah.
CAG.
City and Guilds. It's a trade qualification.
CAG.
I've got a few City and Guilds actually.
Okay.
I have a City and Guilds licentiateship in training and development.
Yeah. Martin says, liked early Queen stuff, but not Night of the Opera, Day at the Races. Seen him live in the early years, and Seven Seas of Rye blew me away.
Seven Seas of Rye, yes, absolutely.
Sonic, Roger Taylor. Yep. Sonic, I think John Deacon played the keyboard. If not, then the other way around. John Deacon was the bassist.
Yes.
Oh no, he did play
Keyboard
piano in certain songs. Like he certainly "You're My Best Friend."
Yeah. I thought funny story. I like the Show Must Go On.
Oh.
And These Are the Days of Our Lives.
Yeah.
I thought funny story based at RF Buchan near Peterhead. Our guy in Movements used to play Queen, and an American 900 miles away heard it blasting out in the background as they chased the Ruskies down to Cuba.
Nice.
I've had you before, Athol. What trade were you, mate?
Gary says Brian May was a PhD in astrophysics, a study of radial velocities in the zodiacal dust. There we go. George says killer whales like munching on shark livers. Lovely. Dieter, Roger Taylor was a dentist by trade.
Well, there you go.
Julian, must admit I laughed out loud when Brian May was interviewed about his stance on anti-culling of badgers, allegedly to combat tuberculosis, and his Team Badger t-shirt had TB on the front. Taboli Go says, yes, the Pet Shop Boys made a cameo appearance in Neighbours. I did not know.
Did they?
Wow, they hit an all-time high there, didn't they?
I don't know. I've never seen Neighbours.
Bloody hell.
Sonic says, TB or not to be? That is the question. Ian says, Jim, you'll love Fort William. You can get on the Jacobite, aka the Hogwarts Express, and you can get a gondola part way up Ben Nevis. Cool.
Oh yeah, the Hogwarts Express. So that train was in a Queen film clip. It was in Breakthrough.
TBG says Brian May owns Sir Patrick Moore's house. Are we having a competition over who knows more about Queen?
It does seem that way, but that's okay. It's actually having to go at different countries and whatnot.
Kieran says, hi all, sorry I'm late. No problems, buddy. Glad to have you with us at any time. Dieter, Spike Edney was the keyboard player for the band from Hot Space onward. Oh.
Yeah, right. So yeah, Paul and I saw them live in Melbourne. On what I read later on in one of his biographies is most likely the night that Freddie Mercury caught AIDS. There was upstairs in a hotel in Richmond after the concert we were at, and no, I wasn't there.
It wasn't you to give it him, was it? You bastard.
No.
Sonic says Headlong and Innuendo are great songs. I thought I was scope dope, Gary.
Oh, were you?
Were you? I was air traffic control, or assistant air traffic control. You were trade group 12 and I was trade group 9. Arch nemesis. I tried to keep them apart and he tried to get them together.
Dieter says Brian May recently appeared on a 5-Finger Death Punch video. Nice. Okay. Julian, to an extent, you can track the progress of Freddie's illness by the tracks ending with "The show must go on." No, I can't remember what the last song was, but at the end of it, he said, "I remember, I love you," didn't he? To the camera.
Oh, that was. Well, that's Days of Our Lives. Yeah,
Yeah.
these are the Days of Our Lives.
That was that was the last one he filmed, wasn't it? That's why he looked so ill, so thin in it.
Yeah.
They did it in black and white to hide the fact that he was so pale and grey.
Yeah. Oh, sounds like a terrible disease, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, and it's a shame because if it happened now, he'd have had a much better chance because of the medication they've got for it and things.
Yeah.
But it's not the disease itself that kills you; it's the illnesses you get because you've got the disease.
Yes.
Yeah, it's your autoimmune system, isn't it?
Yeah. I think that's what it stands for, isn't it? Autoimmune deficiency syndrome.
Yeah.
Sonic says, "What video was that, Hagrid?" Athol says, "Hi, Kieran." Kieran says, "Hey, Athol." Dieter, "The show must go on" was the last song Freddie sang in its entirety. The story goes he downed a few shots of whiskey, said he'd effing do it, and made the song in one single take. Yeah. Sonic says, "I'm going slightly mad." Dieter, "Mother Love" was the last song he worked on before his death, on the next day, leaving it for May to finish it. Yeah. Martin says, "Bohemian Rhapsody denied. Wayne's World party time." Excellent. Yes. Julian, "The first track I played on CD with proper stereo separation was A Kind of Magic." Awesome track.
Oh, yeah.
I've actually got the Queen songbook in the living room for guitar with all the guitar music in it. I need to learn to play.
Brian would like it back.
And John Deacon just doesn't care.
Well, hard cheddars because I bought it, so it's mine. Dieter says, "These are the days of our lives" is the final video Freddie did and ended with "I still love you." There we go. Dieter, Sonic Blue on Black, the remake. Yes. Sonic will always love Freddie's song "Living on My Own."
Careful.
Yeah. Sonic, no, Dieter, "Freddie died of simple pneumonia in the end. AIDS does indeed not kill, but makes it very hard to survive even the simplest ailments or injuries." Yes. Yeah, it basically trashes your immune system, doesn't it?
It fucks you up.
Yeah. June says, "Sonic, we know, mate. Oh, you mean the song? I'm going slightly mad." Gotcha.
That was a bizarre video.
It was good though, wasn't it?
I remember rightly, it hedonistic as well.
Well, Bicycle Race, the video was literally just supposed to be a load of women riding around a velodrome naked. But Brian May said, I don't want to portray women like that. So that's why they did all the weird effects on it, to try and disguise the fact that it was naked women riding bikes. Sonic said, "Personally, I enjoyed it. It's beyond just slightly, Julian." There you go. See, you're not the only one whose brain's not working today, Gary. Dieter, "My favorite Freddie song is Love Kills, followed by Living on My Own and Guide Me Home." Sonic, "I'm as mad as a box of frogs." We know. Athol, "Okay, time to take Hamish for walkies. Bye all. See you later, dude."
See you later, Athol.
Sonic, "Cheers, Athol." Dieter, "Sonic, let's go crazy." It is then. There you go. Julian, with a few illnesses like cancer and AIDS, it's the side effects that end up on the death certificate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what they'd have done is they'd have put AIDS-related pneumonia or something like that on. But yeah, there's only one person that actually knows where his ashes are buried, isn't there? And that was the love of his life.
Mary
next door. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
He left everything to her.
Mary Aston,
Yeah.
from memory.
Yeah. She's the only one that knows where his remains are buried, or his ashes are buried.
They were married for a while, weren't they?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Well, they got engaged, I think.
Oh, was it engaged?
Yeah.
Well, I know they remained close ever since.
Yeah, he bought the house next to his and everything.
Yeah,
didn't he?
that's right.
Julian says, Tatty by Athol. Sonic says, who wants to live forever? Exactly.
Yeah.
Dieter, one of my all-time favourite songs is You Take My Breath Away. Well, Queen songs. Sonic, Highlander theme, I believe. And Dieter says, Mary Austin. There we go.
There we go.
And Dieter, Mary Austin owns 75% of Freddie's estate now. Yeah. Well, I've got most of the struts on in 2 hours.
Well, I have not, because you know how I said I lost a strut earlier?
Yes.
I can't find its partner to copy. Using a bit of polystyrene. But yeah, not going well.
Well, that's damned unfortunate, old boy.
Well, you know how I just put stuff aside and then just go, oh, where did that go? I would have taken it off its little sort of paint hook thing to copy, but you'd think it'd be in front of me. Hey, there it is. Okay, it was under the plane. Right. Close enough. Oh, I'm doing it again.
Rodman.
He's doing it again.
Modders. Tell him, miss. Tell him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes!
Did I get it right?
Well, I because I did them as.
Did you get Powerball?
What you're going to realise now, Gary, is you've removed the wrong ones.
No, I haven't.
Instead of going red, white.
No, I haven't.
White,
red. Oh no, it's completely correct, and it was 0.7.
Yeah,
it was 7 mil. Well, 7 on here, whatever this is. Oh, I'm so chuffed about that. I've got to do this and then the other side. Deep joy.
Okay. Oops. Let's see. I don't think this is going to work. These are fiddly, that's for sure.
Dieter, yep, Sonic the Highlander love theme more precisely. To be more precise. There you go. Julian, when Dad passed away, it wasn't prostate cancer on his death certificate, even though that was the reason he was weak. Well, yeah, because just because something makes you weak, it doesn't mean that's what kills you. You have to put the actual cause of death. Dieter, the actual theme song is Princess of the Universe. There you go. Timmy says, snitches get stitches, Gary. Sonic, I love the fact that Freddie wants... Sorry, go on.
The Aussie Mafia are ganging up.
Sonic says, I love the fact that Freddie once said, use my music however you like, darlings, just don't make it boring. Or words to that effect. Yes. Sonic, Gary played bingo. TBG says Flash Gordon was cool. Yes, it was.
Gordon's alive.
Julian, anyway, on a lighter note, about to have surgery under local anesthetic, they put on music on random play. The CD play started with Who Wants to Live Forever.
We had a guy when we were out in when I was out in Cyprus. We had one of our controllers went in to Akrotiri Hospital to have a vasectomy, and we arranged for there to be a radio in the room where he was having it done. Just as they were starting, we got BFBS. Just as they were starting the operation to play Rod Stewart's First Cut is the Deepest.
I think I did hear, like, I think it was Freddie, or certainly, I'm trying to remember. It was Freddie Mercury, Rod Stewart, and I think it was
Bowie?
No, Mick Jagger. I think they were joking around if they ever released a single, they'd call the band Hair, Nose and Teeth.
Yeah, that sounds like them.
Well, Roger Taylor released had a band after Queen that was called Smile, didn't he?
No, that was what Queen were called before they, when they first started. They became Queen. No, he had a band called The Cross.
Yeah, there we go. I stand corrected, as always. Jim says, well, I'm back. Excellent World War II TV show about a school in Brighton with a very elaborate World War II era bomb shelter underneath. Yep, there we go.
Oh.
Exploring Unseen says, hi, just managed to come in at the last minute.
You're welcome.
Seen that way. It's getting on in the hour, that's for sure. This is taking longer than expected to get these.
Yes, I must admit, once I got some gentle advice from Mikey, the masking went a lot smoother than I would have done it any other way.
Yeah, we heard.
Dieter says, precisely, Sonic. He even went as far as to ask for more songs to sing in so the rest can finish them when he's gone. They did sessions of 2 to 4 hours at a time on Freddie's tempo. There we go. Sonic, could be worse, Julian. Justin Bieber could have been playing it just before it.
God.
Tiff says, at least you're there. At least you're here exploring. Yes.
Yeah.
Julian, I'll put a link on Discord. Freddie Mercury and David Bowie doing Under Pressure a cappella. Apparently after an all-nighter of drink and drugs.
Yeah.
Dieter, Roger also did solo projects. Try his Nation of Haircuts. Wow, you can tell my brain's getting tired. Sonic, Hey Unseen. Dieter, Brian May, Driven by You and Back to the Light. TBG, High Exploring Unseen. Exploring High DJ. Graham, High Exploring. Exploring High TBG. And Model Works. DJ says, Driven by You was used as an advert for Ford back in the day. There we go. So, it's been an interesting stream, I think.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
Interesting. Yeah.
It's been
I do apologise for my little rant in the middle. I'm just getting a little bit fed up of someone complaining every time we say something or do something. If you want things done a certain way, start your own bloody channel and do it that way.
Yeah.
Until then, keep your mouth shut. But it generates comments, so there we go.
So one of my favourite albums to this day is a Roger Taylor solo album. That one there called Strange Frontier. That no one's ever heard of. But bloody good songs on it. Masters of War by Bob Dylan, Racing the Street by Springsteen. Yeah, Rick Parfitt from Status Quo turns up in a couple of tracks.
Yeah.
Bloody great album, love it.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Rick Parfitt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I do apologise for the rant, but I'm getting a little bit fed up with it.
Well, no one has complained about the amount of Queen discussion. Say if you don't like Queen, like people had a reason to complain, and they didn't mention it.
Okay, so he's just put up insults now, unsubbed, suck it. All right, bye then. Won't miss it. Don't worry.
Mind the door on your head as you go out.
Yeah. I really don't mind. Sonic says, I need to try and find a decent remix of Queen songs now so I can do Queen mix, just like I did with U2 and Michael Jackson. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't insult you. I said, if you have a problem and you want things done a certain way, have the balls to start your own channel and do it your way.
Yeah, he's just looking for a reaction.
Yeah. The only time you ever comment is to criticize or complain.
Just, I'll tell you what,
So,
you don't have to unsub.
why would I listen? Yeah. In fact, yeah, modders, put him in the void. If you don't mind. Sonic says, while she's doing that, Sonic says, oh, says, Modding Man, that's just pathetic. Cheerio. There you go.
Anyway, let us move on to more important things.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
And oh, look, my subs haven't gone down. Oh. Julian says, don't let the door hit you, etc.
well,
Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. I don't understand why if people don't like what's going on the channel or don't like the content the channel produces, why watch?
Honestly,
You know, it's not like it's a 2-minute video that you just watch and that's it. It's
Don't
2
worry about
hours of content.
but having said that, he did stick around for the extra hour and a half. So, you know, I don't want to have too much of a go at him.
Oh no, I mean, this is what I don't understand. But if you don't like something, why keep watching it for 2 hours?
anyway,
Bizarre. Anyway, I don't mind, you know, when the members say, "Oh, I think this might need change" or something like that. That's fair enough because it's just one off. But when literally the only time you comment is once per live stream, and it's always a criticism or complaint, then I'm not going to listen to you. If you're not going to engage on a positive note, then I'm not going to listen because all you're doing is whinging. But anyway, with a minute and a half to go, Sonic, he's now numb and void. Yes. Dieter, Death on Two Legs, give it a listen and realize it goes about Queen's first manager. There we go.
Yeah.
Julian says, higher exploring. Exploring says, hi, Julian. Graham says, just need to unlike it. Helps the algorithm either way. It just means he won't get recommendations from YouTube. Yeah, I mean, we have someone who unlikes every stream anyway, and it could well be him anyway.
No, that's me.
There's always one person that unlikes every single stream.
That's weird.
It's
Again,
just
why tune in to be negative? I don't understand. Just
I'm
scroll on.
I'm slightly concerned that his comments have overtaken on the stream.
Yeah, well, we're not going to let that happen. We're going to end on a positive note.
Yes.
Yes. Dieter says, no, there we go. Other protest songs, scandal and backchat. There we go. Sonic puts me in mind of Howard Stern. More people who hated listened than those who liked him because of the same reason they wanted to hear what he'd say next. Yeah. Julian, agreed, Mikey. What really pissed me off is when people accurately name videos, someone watches half an hour or so, then complains about the content. Can you read? I mean, yeah, it's not like we don't talk about similar sort of things each time as well. So, yeah.
Oh, God.
Harry, what the hell are you doing, my dude?
I'm trying to get a Real Colours paint pot open. and it ain't working. It won't work with that one either. There you go. My special little opening device.
There we go. So, John, well, we've got a couple of
Hello.
comments, but then we'll go to you. Ian says, unliking every stream takes dedication. It does. Gary Stuff says, just remember there are people with mental health issues on both sides of the YouTube wall.
Very, very good point. Very good point.
Exactly. Duke says, maybe he was a Queen fan. That's why he stayed. Julie says, laugh out loud, Duke. Sonic, you get more views because we secretly hate you, Mikey. Thank you, buddy. Dieter, we cannot yap at Oshita comments every stream either. Timmy says, this whole thing is somehow John's doing. Yeah.
I'll take the blame. It's fine.
Well, we've still got 30 people watching.
Yeah. See, John is the Keith Moon of our little band.
Yeah.
I think that makes me. What's his name? Oh God, Keith.
I think we've probably gone over 5,000 watch hours as well now today.
The Keith Urban?
No, the Rolling Stones. Keith Richards.
Oh shit! I put the top wig on backwards. Wondering why it's not fitting.
Hang on. We've got to see it. John, the one who actually builds model airplanes out of us.
Oh.
You should
How
leave
come
it.
no
Like
one
that.
mentioned that? Oh my God.
That's the bloopers reel.
He's done a bloody good job of fitting it on.
You should leave it like that, John.
Stop the caging.
Oh God. Okay, so this is what do you call it? Your the Mikey's funnies or whatever.
Yes. John, you should
Shit.
take some pictures of that before you correct it.
Oh my God! I was proud of myself for finally getting it to fit. Oh my God!
Now, of course, audience, you do realise once we go off stream, he will be crying.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, that's what I did on today's stream.
You got to take some photos of that, John, when you finish.
Yeah, sure.
Dieter
Sure.
said, John Deacon's fault. What did he do now? Oh, you mean Bob's long lost brother. Julian, Oshita comment, Dieter. DJ, monetized now, so Boomtown Rats, just give me your effing money.
Oh.
TBG says he's done a monkey. Duke, John, now that takes some skills. Dieter, John is making it an Aussie Fokker live, folks. Holy crap. Wait Rose says, haha, famous canard conversion of the Fokker. Timmy says, first Fokker that can fly in reverse.
Bastard.
TBG says, he's Fokkered up. Graham says, I believe we all watch him do it as well. Yeah, that's why we didn't say anything.
Nobody mentioned the bloody thing, you bastards.
Julian, what's the opposite of skilled? Ask him a pause. So, Gary, how did your stripes go, mate?
Well, better than John's John's wing. The after applied maths, and I've got to spray the white, but the top wing is done, ready to go. But will be forever overshadowed by the Aussie Fokker. But I did do some deckling today.
Oh, God.
Excellent.
It fits so well, it's straight.
What about yourself, Mikey? Apart from ranting and controlling the chat, what have you done today?
I put the struts on.
The right way around?
Yeah, right way around.
Yes.
Sonic says, forgot the guy's name. He was famous for swearing trying to raise money for Live Aid. I believe his band was the Boomtown Rats.
The Bob Geldof.
There we go. Dieter, well, this outdoes the paint issue, John.
Does it though?
Can we have that on sit rep?
Yes, actually, I will. I will.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yes. You got to put it on SitRep and put it in the Discord, John. And you got to put it on the Scale Modelling Twins Facebook page.
All right. Challenge accepted.
There we go. Remember, we admit our mistakes.
I should have, I was down for a full house, and then when I sort of had looked back, I went, "What the bastard!"
Julian says, "Sonic, that was God Belland or something." Yeah.
God Belland.
Yeah. Ian says, "Bob Sonic." John's last name is Marley.
Yeah,
that's what he's getting at. Yeah. Sonic says, "Bob Geldof, thank you. That was bugging me." And Mark says, I got this right? Oh, have I got this right? To spray yellow, you use pink as an undercoat. Yes.
Yeah,
I find it helps. Yeah.
Sonic, God Belland. Haha. Tiff, yes, Martin makes the yellow stand out better. And wait, Rose, John, remind me, what was your job in the Royal Australian Air Force?
Releasing planes to fly services. Well, I was a maintenance manager, so releasing serviceable planes to aircrew. Yeah,
that looks all right.
No, but we haven't lost one of the aircraft that I was working on in any other time that I was working on them. So there's that.
And on that note,
jeez, oh, funny.
Oh dear. Hey, look, we're 7 minutes over.
Yeah, but hey, it's all fun. Gary says, with the wing the right way round. Yes.
Well, the computer compensated. It didn't matter so much.
Dorkosaurus says, hello, everyone. Hi, Dorkosaurus. You've just missed it. Sonic says, just wing it. DBG says, the ultra secret Fokker designed by the Italian Air Force.
Yeah.
Italy will be sending you an apology letter soon as well.
Yeah.
Martin says, thanks for that, because the trolleys for my target drones are both yellow. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dorksaur says, always here just in time to say goodbye.
Yes.
Oh, as long as you like it, that's fine. Sonic says, hey, Dorky. Julian says, hiya, Dorky. Ian says, she'll be right, mate.
She'll be right.
Wait, Rose says, you're a top lad, John. Owned it with grace.
Well, what you missed, Dorkosaurus, maybe is I put the top wing on my little Fokker. It's backwards. It's
and John's
backwards.
The aircraft modeler amongst us.
Yeah, so, it's thicker at the trailing edge.
TB, he's also the most experienced modeler out of the three of us.
Clearly.
Right, people, time to go. We've had an interesting stream. We shall be back tomorrow to do the lifeboat.
Yes.
Oh,
On the lifeboat.
Yes.
Yes.
Floaty thing.
Yes, floaty thing.
Cool.
Right.
Cool.
Right. See you all tomorrow. 11 o'clock. Bye.
Ta-da.